Welcome back to 12 Watch Media. I'm going to caution you guys that today's video is a bit graphic. You are about to witness a woman being assaulted by the Butler Township Police Department. This woman had an incident at a McDonald's over a piece of cheese and a hamburger, and this incident resulted in a 22-year sergeant of the police department being fired, charged, and convicted of assault. The department was sued for $5 million, in which they settled the suit for $1.5 million. This woman was awarded $1.5 million for the injuries that she sustained at the hands of these officers. Let's take a look.
You're gonna get paid! I said okay! Your hands behind your back!
Sir, wait! I
Put
said
your
okay!
hands!
Okay!
Stop!
I will get down! Can I please
Up against the
just
car!
turn around?
Up against the car! Up against the car!
Oh my God! Excuse me, sir.
Stop
Why
and listen!
are you
Stop
like
and
that
listen!
backwards?
Stop and listen!
No, I didn't! I'm a female! Look at my mouth!
Stop arguing!
How is that okay?
Put your...
Oh yes, code 440th Place, West of Central, suspects
Shout
in
out to
custody.
Unsolved
When officers
Mysteries.
showed up to settle a straightforward argument at a McDonald's in Dayton, Ohio, things quickly spiraled out of control. What transpired next went viral, resulting in a multi-million-dollar lawsuit and the firing of the responding sergeant after 22 years of service.
Hi, did you have a bad day inside?
No, sir. I went through the drive-thru earlier.
Okay.
She refused to take my dollar to give me 30 cents after I paid it for extra cheese.
Y'all heard that. This is over 30 cents. 30 cents a piece of cheese. Can't make it up.
Okay.
There was a young lady who was very nice, by the way, before I got introduced to this lady in the burgundy.
Okay.
She asked the lady in the burgundy shirt to remake my sandwich. She comes up to the desk, wanted me to pay her another 30 cents. So 49 plus 30 plus 30. For what? When I'm not even getting enough pieces of cheese. You only put one on here when I already paid 49 cents for the extra piece of cheese. So now you're charging me 60 cents more. So then she got an attitude because I asked her for a refund and called the police because she didn't want to give me back my money. And I told them I'm in a black truck and I'm waiting.
A woman was being unruly when a McDonald's business worker phoned the police. According to eyewitnesses, the woman was demanding service in exchange for the money she paid for, but the clerk continued to turn her away.
Hi, I'm at the McDonald's. There's a woman in here screaming, yelling, and she's asking me to refuse being in the store. Is it possible for police to come? Yeah, I thought she was going to stay. She said she was going to stay, but now she's leaving. Oh.
After a while, the agreed-upon woman leaves the store and tells the caller, who is an employee, that she will wait for an officer to handle the matter.
That's important. That's important to note. The woman voluntarily left the store as opposed to her fleeing. She articulated that she was going to wait for the police to get there to handle the matter.
The police arrive. She tells them everything that happened.
She finally gave me the refund literally 8 seconds before I got in the car and started it up. The problem was all I wanted was to be remade with an extra piece of cheese. She started screaming at me and I'm just like, well, ma'am, she explained it to you. Why won't you go make it? Well, you need to pay me 30 cents. I said, the lady that just came and got the paper already took the 30 cents on top of the 49. Why would I give another 30 cents, which makes it 60 plus 49 cents?
An employee began yelling at the accused woman when she told the police that she had been refused service above what she had paid for.
So they've made you whole.
No.
They haven't made you
Well,
whole.
I mean, yeah, she gave me my money back, so I'm going to go somewhere else. But
Okay.
the problem was she should have just remade it like the lady asked her. I came all the way back here to get my sandwich. Obviously, I wanted to go home with it. I didn't understand where she got confused at after the lady already said, yeah, just go ahead and remake it, put a piece of cheese in the middle. She started getting all extra, wanted me to pay her again. No, ma'am, it doesn't work like that. I paid now 3 times for only one piece of cheese that I still didn't even get.
Okay.
So she gave me a refund. I'm leaving, she started screaming at me, telling me to have a good day and not to come back here. And I said, I won't.
Sergeant Stanley instantly argues that this woman should be held accountable rather than going inside and speaking with staff members to see who is at fault in this situation.
That's important to note, that this woman at this point should just be free to be on her way. She's already articulated that she's willing to leave. She doesn't want to be there. It should be no incident. I don't know how this ends up spiraling out of control like this.
And requests her credentials, which she declines to give in accordance with the law and her rights.
So you didn't say anything. You was a complete angel. And
know,
I'm getting information you get disorderly
I sure did.
Okay, all right.
I did.
So here's what's going to happen. You've been made whole, right? You got your
I'm
money back.
leaving. You pulled up. I didn't
Yep.
want you to have to
So
chase me down
here's
the
what we're
street.
going to do. They want you trespass. They don't.
Who
Listen,
cares?
just listen. I know it doesn't mean that.
It's a McDonald's.
They don't want
can't
you.
even
There's
do it
one on
right.
every corner.
Customers are right. Thank you.
Okay.
If she doesn't respond to the questions or cooperate as he requests, the sergeant says she is breaching the law.
I won't come back
Does this
here.
car come back to you?
No, it does not.
Okay. Can I get a driver's license number or something from you, or name
No,
and date of birth?
I don't have one.
Well, I'm going to issue a trespass notice, and I have to fill out a piece of paper.
I can care less.
Okay.
What you're
I
gonna
just
do.
need some information.
No.
But I
You gave
do.
a description. You can use that, but no,
No.
sir.
So I'm filling out a paper.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
Fill it out.
It's going to have your information on it so that you can't come back on the property.
Who wants to? It's a McDonald's.
I
like you
understand
said,
that,
there's one on
but I
the
have to
corner.
serve you
I'm
with a
not-
piece of
no, I'm
paper.
not about to give you my info. Sorry.
You are,
Like,
because
don't
it's a
come back
crime
here.
if you don't.
No, it's
Because
not.
you're trespassing.
The crime is her being nasty and won't make my sandwich the way I paid for it. It's my money.
Officer Tim Zellers shows up on the scene to assist his supervisor, while
This is not true, and this is probably why the jury ruled in favor of the woman. She does not need to give him anything. This is a trespass warning. She needs to be asked to leave and allowed an opportunity to leave. They don't need to write anything, but you guys know these officers, they're always so hungry to get an ID that this guy unfortunately cost himself his career.
Sergeant Stanley continues to speak with the woman.
Okay.
That's nasty.
You're going to make it more difficult than it has to
If
be.
you arrest me, I promise you're going to have a problem.
I won't have a problem.
Yes, you will.
No.
No.
I won't have a problem.
Yes,
Not over a
you're going to have a
sandwich.
problem, sir.
Not over a sandwich.
All I want to do is give you a piece of paper. You have
For
to.
what? There's so many McDonald's out here. What?
I bet he never imagined after 22 years
Now
he
you're
would
getting
lose his
disorderly.
job
Take it
over
up
a
to
piece
another
of
level.
cheese
Stop.
in the sandwich.
Stop.
Bring yours down.
Stop.
So I'm done.
Stop. A piece of paper. That's
For
it.
what?
The interaction keeps getting worse as the sergeant threatens to arrest Miss Hancock for not providing this information.
Over a sandwich that she refused to
Are
make.
you going to stop and listen?
Who's going to go in there and make her remake my sandwich?
Stop.
Nobody.
If you don't stop, you're going to end up
Fine.
going to jail. Stop.
Hancock, Hancock, write it down so I
Calm
can go.
down.
No, because you're not about to act like
No,
that over a sandwich
stop.
she didn't make right.
Stop. You don't need to go to jail over this.
Exactly.
Okay, so
That's what
calm
I'm saying.
down.
Like over a sandwich.
You're making us your enemy.
I'm ready. I gave you my info.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said my
Calm
last name,
down.
Hancock, 3616. Yeah.
In actuality, she is being jailed for not identifying herself, not for yelling and becoming upset over the sandwich.
Facts.
Over a burger that she didn't
Miss-
even make right.
Miss-
That I traveled way far.
Are you going to listen to me? Miss Hancock, what's your first name? The easiest thing to do is just give us your info.
This is where it's going to go left at.
We give you a piece of
For
paper
what?
and you don't come
I
back.
don't.
Then
No,
you're
you
free to
told me I'm
leave.
trespassed, so I'm not coming back.
But we have to
That's
serve you
my
with a
free
criminal
will.
trespass notice.
No, you don't.
Yes, by law
No,
we do.
you just want
Okay,
to call.
then we're going to arrest
No, you're
you.
not.
To identify.
No, you're
then
not.
identify yourself.
No.
Yes.
For what? Over a sandwich?
The punch on the tape, which was captured by neither officer's body cam, but instead a civilian, shows
Well,
two
watch.
officers trying to restrain Miss Hancock before one of them suddenly becomes violent.
Stop.
She didn't identify
Always
herself.
blame the
Or we'll have
police.
to arrest you. Now stop.
Over a sandwich.
Yes, over a sandwich. So you're making a
There's
bad
eggs
decision.
missing
over it.
every day, though. But you're
Ma'am?
coming for me over a
Ma'am?
burger? Y'all, it's too much.
You're not leaving until you identify yourself.
Right, if you don't get the...
You better calm down.
I'm not giving you nothing. I already said it.
Okay, you're under arrest.
No,
Miss
I'm
Hancock.
not.
12
No,
watch.
I'm not.
Behind your back.
No, I'm
You
not.
are under arrest for failure to identify.
Don't.
Put your hands
Okay, my last name is Hancock. I
Put
already
your
told
hands
you that.
behind your
No,
back.
I don't want
Put
to.
your
for real.
hands-
Hancock, I'm telling you.
Oh, man.
Okay, I'm saying okay.
Oh, man.
I said okay. I said
Put
okay.
hands behind your back.
Sir,
this necessary? I mean, y'all let me know in the comments. It seems excessive to me. It seems excessive. The courts also ruled, but this is
In
crazy.
the moment, Sergeant Stanley began striking her in the face. Although his body cam did not capture the incident, a responsible bystander captured it on camera.
Man, I cannot say it enough. Always film the police. 12 watch, you hear it. The body cams did not capture the assault. It was all to the grace of a bystander knowingly pulling out the camera to film the police.
As he punched her face 3 times.
Oh my God!
That's all right. She's stuck. I know. I'm just gonna have to go beside the car. Brother 311.
Why you didn't need to?
That's when you don't want in custody. Just as long as she resisted.
Ooh.
The officers don't care that she is weeping in agony and that her mouth is bleeding. They want to take her to jail right away and start making her get into a car.
I want to go home. Okay. My mouth. Do y'all give people stuff for their mouth?
I got it. Yeah.
I can't. Excuse me, sir.
Listen to me. Stop
Why
and
you
listen.
punch me
Stop
like
and
that? My
listen.
mouth hurts.
Stop and listen. Do you have any guns or knives on you?
Do I have a what?
Guns or knives on you?
No. My lip feels like it's busted or something.
And we will get a medic to see you.
But I mean, like, is my skin on my lip hanging? Does it feel
No.
like it?
Nope.
My lip is busted, sir. Like, how it's...
That was not necessary.
Ma'am, it didn't even have to be this
I
way.
don't want to go,
Over here.
please.
You're going.
No.
Stop. You brought him to this. Sit down till the medic gets here to see
I
you.
don't want to go.
You don't have a choice. You just called the police force against you.
No, but you
You
punched
don't-
me on your own will.
No, it's that
I didn't punch you.
Vita.
I didn't resist. No, I didn't. I'm a female. Look at my mouth.
Stop arguing.
How is that okay?
Put your feet in the car. Stop arguing. Put your feet in
I
the
really
car.
gotta pee. Can I at least be
Ma'am,
outside?
this is not a debate.
Okay, I'm going. I'm gonna go. Sir, okay, tell him to stop
In the car.
I'm going to.
No, you're not.
Stop
Still
holding me.
arguing.
No, I'm not. I'm just asking.
Car.
Sir. Why are y'all so like
Oh, this is crazy.
Close the door.
Wow.
Do I got blood on my face? No. Okay.
Oh, that's
Sergeant Stanley
cold.
places all the blame on her, saying that even after she identified herself, the police treated her severely.
We tried multiple times to explain to you that you must identify yourself.
I didn't want to talk to him no more because he was
And then, look at me. Look at me. And then you stopped.
Yes,
And then you stopped.
Really getting my
And I tried.
hit me in my face.
And I tried. And I tried. And I tried.
And
And look, and I explained to you that if you don't, you go to jail. And your next words were then take me to
No,
jail.
I said I don't want to go to jail over a sandwich. Don't take me to jail. Is what I said.
You chose this.
While paramedics examine her injuries, Officer Zeller stays by her side. In the meantime, Sergeant Stanley enters McDonald's to get the manager to sign the trespass order. But the exchange there tips the scales in Latica's favor.
I hate stupid people. Yeah, but you didn't see me thrown down, did you?
I couldn't see around the edge of the car. I just saw that she was fighting with, and then you had to hit her. You both had to kick her arms back
Yeah.
against the car.
The woman just confirmed that he hit her, so we can't deny that. So you see how they say this? Witnesses basically, she put it on the body camera that she saw the officer hit her.
Huh?
You're gonna ask her?
No, I did the head.
He confirmed it.
Yeah, I said you could have got tased or punched in the mouth. What would you rather have? You want to hear the best part about it?
Why would he think it's okay to joke with other civilians about him assaulting a woman? Why is he joking about this?
I'm gonna write a traffic ticket for no driver's license.
There you go.
There you go.
Section 45, 1101-2 of the Ohio Code gives Sergeant Stanley every right to prosecute Jane with this. But it's obvious that his motivation is rage about the altercation rather than a desire to enforce the law.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Listen to me.
Yes, sir.
Paramedics are on the way. They'll look you over. You are under arrest. This went from a very simple identify yourself and we give you a piece of paper to you go to jail.
I was saying that I wasn't going to come back and I wasn't.
Ma'am, look at me. What are we?
You were not,
Ma'am,
sir.
stop. I know, and I tried being nice, and you didn't want to go that route either. Look at me. Look at me.
You didn't even do that.
Look at me. We're not McDonald's security. We're township police officers. We tried multiple times to explain to you that you must identify yourself.
I didn't want to talk to him no more because he was
And then,
I don't want to hurt her. Right. Okay. She started pulling away, so I punched her in the mouth and blooded her up. She cooperated that. I'm hot, so I'm not afraid to say what I gotta say.
Why is that funny?
But that took the wind. She was gonna get tased, or she's gonna get that. That took the wind out of her sails. And anything. What do you think? Did they make any assessment?
Yeah, they're gonna clean up.
Okay, just cleaned her out. No stitches, nothing like that. Superficial.
It's interesting
He
to
tried to
note
minimize
that
it.
the paramedic who assessed Latika disagreed with the paramedic who told Sergeant Stanley that Latika had just minor injuries.
I just need to see in your mouth real quick, make sure there's no teeth broken. Go ahead and smile real big for me.
I mean, it feels like the big one right here.
Yeah,
It feels loose.
it might be.
Latika's lawyer would later claim that she had a back injury and a lost head damage as a result of her arrest, and that 3 of her front teeth were loose. Officer Stanley encourages him to let her be herself, since it might teach her a lesson. But Officer Zeller warns her to be gentle, or he may tase him while releasing his handcuffs.
I'm going to come back there in a minute.
Okay.
And I'm going to say this very nicely. You're going to get out. I'm going to reposition your handcuffs because they're not on correctly, and I'm sure that hurts. You're not going to give me any bull.
No, I just figured this out.
Because, listen, after that, if you give me bull, I'm going to tase your ass. Kind of reflects everything in redistricts.
No. Just get her down to jail.
Just get her down here and do that.
Yeah, we're not getting her to her after what she did.
Well, are you gonna loosen the cuffs at least?
As soon as we get down there.
Well, I thought you said you were.
Here's the difference. She is my boss, right? And I just talked to him about that, and he said not after all the resisting that you put us through, he's not willing to risk you resisting again.
In his report, the sergeant described the confrontation as follows. I tried using my body weight to push Hancock against the hood of my police car, but she pushed back. I heard Officer Zeller caution her that if she didn't stop opposing and comply, she was going to be tasered. Because Hancock was dressed in a thick coat, I didn't think the taser probes would have worked, so I used my right hand and smashed her on the right side of her face, close to her mouth. This instantly made Hancock give up, and we managed to seize both of her hands and handcuff her. Stanley's hand seems to be clenched into a fist rather than open, and it looks like Miss Hancock was hit by at least 2 strikes rather than just 1.
That's
Following
crazy.
sentence, Hancock and his lawyer told the media that they were thinking of bringing a $5 million civil and federal case against Butler Township Police Department Sergeant Stanley.
As she relives Monday's encounter with Butler Township Police.
Why I said, I'm going to be quiet now. I'm going to stand up. I'm not going to be George Floyd. They're not going to get me on the ground.
It's noteworthy to note that, despite the attack, the Butler Township Police Department did not terminate Sergeant Stanley, even though he was placed on administrative leave following the event as previously reported.
And we're asking him to be terminated and to be convicted and to be charged. Yes, both officers. And to be charged. That's what we're asking. And we want an independent investigator. This must stop. These officers and their brutality and their, condescending approach.
Attorney Michael Wright says officers injured his client due to the use of force, and he says Butler Township and McDonald's played a role in what happened to her.
Ms. Hancock, what does justice look like for you?
They taught us all through growing up.
You want to hold these officers accountable?
Be accountable. Every action has a consequence.
I asked about the employment status of both these officers today. Chief Porter told me that while both of these officers find themselves at the center of an internal review with Butler Township Police, only Sergeant Stanley is on administrative leave right now. I'll have more about this investigation and the department's use of force policy when I join you new at 6. For now, though, we're live in Butler Township this afternoon.
Sergeant Stanley was charged with misdemeanor assault and placed on administrative leave following community outcry.
Punched Hancock 3 times in a McDonald's parking lot.
She refused to take my dollar to give me 30 cents.
Sergeant Stanley was convicted of assault, a first-degree misdemeanor. After 22 years of service, he was fired from the Butler Township Police Department.
Fired after 22 years of service over a 30-cent piece of cheese on a sandwich.
From McDonald's, and when she realized her order was incorrect, she went back into the restaurant to complain. The employees then called the police, and officers confronted her in the parking lot. Hancock's lawyers say the officers did not properly de-escalate the situation and instead assaulted Hancock, leaving her with several injuries.
The punishment for Sergeant Stanley did not end there. The presiding judge found him guilty of assault in less than an hour, and Stanley was ordered to pay a $500 fine, complete a 60-day electronic monitoring program, and serve 2 years of probation. He was also ordered to pay for all medical expenses associated with Ms. Hancock's injuries, and the department was directed to give Ms. Hancock $1.5 million.
$1.5 million.
Well, when the judge came back in, he started reviewing the facts of the case and how he looked at the evidence. Moments later, he delivered his verdict, guilty of assault. The prosecution rested this morning with the defense presenting its case. That included Officer Todd Stanley taking the stand to describe the incident. It happened back in January. That's when police say Latika Hancock returned to the Butler Township McDonald's, claiming her order was wrong. At some point during that interaction, store employees called police. 2 Butler Township police officers came to the store, Timothy Zellers and Todd Stanley. Police previously said Hancock refused to identify herself and resisted arrest. A bystander's cell phone video shows Stanley punch the woman in the face 3 times. Today, the defense started its case, calling an employee from the McDonald's to the stand, asking her what she witnessed. During cross-examination, the prosecution played body camera footage of the incident and dispatch call that sent officers to the restaurant. The defense finished by calling Officer Stanley to the stand to give his account of what happened. Just minutes after the verdict was read, Latika Hancock spoke about the people who helped her in the months following the incident.
I really feel like I owe that gentleman at McDonald's because he literally played a part. And if it wasn't for him, we would not have been here. So that's a guardian angel, and that's how I look at it. So between him and that judge, justice was served.
12 Watch Media, always film the police.